today we are going to be doing a Black Friday makeup haul. I wasn't sure whether or not to kind of film this video or not, just because I know that given the current state of the world, a lot of people are in the position of not even being able to pay their bills, let alone purchase a lot of makeup. However, I put it on my little Instagram if you guys still wanted to see all of the makeup that I purchased in Black Friday, and a lot of you, or all of you, actually said that she still really wanted to see this video. And I am nothing if not here to give the people what they want. So that is what we are going to do today. If that sounds interesting, then make sure you keep on watching. If you enjoy the video, you can also give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I appreciate it so much. And let's get started. Now, I purchased a lot, you guys. I actually didn't realize how much I purchased until I sat down and collected everything that I purchased, and I was like, holy shit, you purchased so much makeup.
I declare bankruptcy!
So strap on in, but I did get massive discounts on pretty much everything that I bought, which is why I purchased it. Let's go through the ones that you guys already know I kind of purchased because I've already done the reviews on them because they came through super quickly. And basically that's my Pat McGrath stuff. So Pat McGrath did like Pat McGrath did do 2 sales. And funnily enough, she did a better sale, like I think it was 3 or 4 weeks before Black Friday than actual Black Friday. Anyway, in that sale from her, I picked up the Divine Rose palette, which is absolutely stunning. It is this one right here. I do have a review on this palette. I will link it up here and down below for you if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, this is a really beautiful palette. I'd already had Midnight Sun at this point, and this was the next one that I had planned on purchasing from her just because I thought it was a really wearable, everyday kind of palette. If I had my time over, spoiler alert for that review, I probably wouldn't purchase this one next. I would still get it because I want to collect them all, but this wouldn't be my next purchase from her if I was to like go back in time and do it. In that same order, I also purchased a concealer and what is this called? Under eye blurring powder bundle, which is the really kind of cool thing about ordering off the Pat McGrath website is she has a lot of bundles on there, which even when it's a non-sale saves you a lot of money, but in a sale it was like getting the under eye blurring powder for free basically, or for like $4. So I purchased the shade L2 and Light, so this bundle right here in that 35% off sale. Freaking love these things. I actually got 2 of these L2 concealers as well. They accidentally sent me an additional one in that order, so that was very exciting. I also have a review on the concealer and the under eye blurring powder as well on my channel, so again I'll link it up here and down below. Anything that I've got a review on or anything like that will be linked in the description box, as well as a list of all of these products as well if you're interested for some reason.
Well, okay. All right.
So yeah, I picked up this one as well in that sale and I saved a hell of a lot of money. And then to top that all off, I went onto sephoraaustralia.com, which just honestly doesn't normally have a lot of good stuff because Australia is like 20 years behind getting anything that the any new makeup releases, and they really do some really crap sales, to be honest. However, on Cyber Monday, Sephora Australia did the most incredible sale. They had some really awesome products on sale, and they had this palette, so Pat McGrath Sublime Mothership 2, on sale for pretty much 50% off. Like it was, they're normally $200 and it was down to $110. Like this one and Subversive. I was really tempted to get both, but I was like, you need to show some constraint, honestly. It's ridiculous. Okay, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but 3 of the eyeshadows just fell out, so I am not holding this all the way up. It was these 3 that fell out, but they're okay. They didn't shatter. We're good. I will super glue them down after this video.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Anyway, this is the Sublime palette that I picked up. Maybe that's why it was $110, just saying. I'm just kidding. Doesn't matter. I'll glue them in. It's still a perfect palette. This is the actual, I just did the review of this, I posted the review of this yesterday that got such an incredible response, if you're wondering, so I'll link it up there down below as well. But yeah, I got this palette for pretty much half price, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen that review again, effing phenomenal. Just effing phenomenal. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I did a Beautylish order because my mum needed to repurchase her By Terry hyaluronic acid foundation that she uses, and Beautylish had I think it was like 50% off that foundation or 20% off or something, and I couldn't find anywhere else that was doing a sale on it, so I purchased a Beautylish order. And while I was on there, I noticed a couple of products that I have been eyeing off for quite some time, but just probably was never like, oh, I want to spend that amount of money on these products, and both of them had 50% off. So while I was there and I saw them for 50% off, I was like, yes, this this is a very good time to purchase these. Yes, I really want them, and I don't want to pay full price for them, so I picked them up. Anyway, what I'm talking about is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealing Pot. This is in the shade medium. And this is a really nice under eye color corrector. I honestly did not expect to like this, you guys, and I have been testing it for a couple of weeks now. I really didn't expect to like this. I don't know why, because I guess I've tried a few under eye correctors before, like the Tarte one, the Charlotte Tilbury one, and the Becca one, and I find them to be really heavy and just actually not do anything really much under my eyes. This one does. This one is super, super lightweight on the under eyes as well, but it actually does correct. It doesn't cover pigmentation, but it does like correct the dark circles and like make my under eyes brighter. And then the other product that I got for 50% off is the Jouer Cosmetics foundation. So this is the Essential High Coverage Foundation. 50% off for this product, you guys. It is a really, really nice foundation. I've been wanting to get this for quite some time. I've had a trial of the foundation before, but I just didn't like, it's super full coverage and super matte. I'm actually wearing it today. It's the foundation that I'm wearing now. It's super full coverage and super matte, so it wasn't something that I was like really keen to spend a lot of money on, because it's not like an everyday kind of foundation for me, but for like filming, for example, it's amazing. But since I've got this, wow, do I love it. Like, wow. Because it's actually beautiful on the skin, and you can build it up to be as full coverage as I have it today for filming. But also if you use like the smallest amount of this foundation, it just looks so natural and pretty on the skin, and just kind of, yeah, it just looks really natural and pretty on the skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say with a very thin layer. I'm just super impressed with it. It's actually probably the most full coverage foundation I've ever tried, and previous to that it was the YSL All Hours, which I do really, really like, but this one is like even more full coverage than that, if you can believe it. Oh, okay, so this one, okay, so this next product, I'm so freaking excited that I actually managed to pick up. I fully did not expect to find this product on sale, and it is so random how I found it on sale, but it is the Stila One Step Correct Primer, which if you've watched like my older makeup wish list video, this primer was on that wish list. I got this for 50% off. It's normally 50 Australian dollars or 60 Australian dollars. I got it for 25, I think, or 23 Australian dollars. So randomly from Karen Miller. I got a shop token notification saying that Karen Miller had 70% off her entire website, and because I work in corporate and I still go into the office like 1 or 2 days a week sometimes, I was like, oh, I'll just go have a look and see if they've got any good like corporate wear or anything. Never really actually heard of it before, but I just was like, I had some time, I went on there. Anyway, noticed they had a beauty section and was like, well, what beauty do they have? They literally had like 2 brands. I can't remember the other one, but still it was basically the main brand that they had. Noticed that they had like 50 to 70% off every single thing there, including this. This primer that I have been wanting for 2 years but refused to spend full price on because I didn't know if I was going to like it that much or if it was going to break me out or whatever. So anyway, I paid $25 for this. I also got this awesome pair of earrings, which was actually the earrings that I wore in my Sublime video. If you're interested in checking, like seeing what they are, maybe you're interested, I don't know. Anyway, I'm so happy. I love this primer. I'm not normally a massive primer person, but this primer is actually really, really good. So it was on my older makeup wish list for a reason, and freaking stoked that I got it for 50% off. So happy, happy, happy days. Okay, so the other product that I actually picked up in that Sephora order where I got the Sublime Palette for like 50% off, I also picked up the Zoeva Authentic Skin Foundation for 50% off. So this went from $50 to 25 Australian dollars. And I have also been wanting to try this for quite some time because quite randomly there's a few YouTubers that I watch that quite love this foundation. And when you do kind of like, when we could go into stores and swatch them, it did swatch really beautifully. Anyway, saw it for 25 off and was like, not gonna get a better deal than that. Now's the time. So luckily they had my shade, picked it up. I have been testing this for 3 weeks now. Beautiful. It is everything you want the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation to be, that it is not, basically. So I don't know about you guys, but the ABH Luminous Foundation, I liked it at the start, but then after quite a few times using it, I was like, it's missing the mark somewhere and I can't figure out where. This is it. This is exactly what you want that to be. And Authentic Skin is like perfect for this like foundation, because it is a little bit glowy and dewy, but it's not so glowy and dewy that you combo oily skin people are gonna hate it, if that kind of makes sense. Doesn't emphasize texture, doesn't emphasize pores. It's beautiful. It doesn't break me out. This is a really nice everyday natural foundation. If that's what you're looking for, it's not full coverage, but I would say it's like a medium to full, if that kind of makes sense, but it's definitely not as full coverage as the Jouer or the YSL. But this is a beautiful like everyday foundation. It's just your skin bit better, you know? It's nice. I like it. It's good. It's good. God, I'm a weirdo. Next up, I made a Fenty Beauty order because what did she do? Like 35% off, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I really wanted to pick up another of her powder bronzers. This is in this shade Shady Biz, because I have actually used a full one of these before. I have an empties video where I talked about it. Actually, I'll link it down below. I've used a full one of this before. It's freaking phenomenal. I just really missed this in my life since I didn't have it. So I repurchased it. While I was there, I also obviously had to pick up some other things, and I picked up the cream bronzer in Butta Biscuit because so many people rave about these. And then while I was there, I also picked up the Mattemoiselle in the color, I can't even read this, I'm so old.
I'm basically 29.
Up to No Good. So this is the shade right here. And I really like the Mattemoiselle formula. It's like really long wearing, but it's really nice and creamy and hydrating. And the other thing I wanted to try was her eye primer, because quite a few people really like this, and it's been sold out for quite some time. So I picked this up as well. I have used this. I think it's really nice product. Is it like essential? Is it really going to change the game for you? No. But if you see it on sale and you can afford it, I don't not recommend it. Like it is really nice. Okay, so we have 3 orders left to go. I know. Trust me, I know. So the next order that I made was a ColourPop order because I wanted to purchase quite a few like eyeshadow palettes from ColourPop for Christmas for my friends and family that I love. Can you guess, if you've watched any of my videos, take one guess at what palette I bought everyone? Take one guess. Let me know in the comments down below what you think it is. So while I was there, I actually picked up this what is it called? The lippy pencils. It's like the Volt. So I got this one. I'm trying not to blind you guys. There we go. I got this one because I don't actually have a lot of lip liners, believe it or not. It's not something that I probably would go to spend money on. There's other things that I would rather spend money on, but I saw this and it was on sale, so I think it was like 20 Australian dollars when you convert it, maybe even cheaper than that. And I was like, why the hell not? I've heard a lot of good things about their formula. The only thing I'm confused about with these lip liners, and again, if you have them, can you let me know down below? This one I used today, which is like a mauvey one, but it broke off. So I need to like bring it back. How the hell do I do that? Because it's not a twist. And this is like plastic. So do you have to like unwind the plastic? Like how do I get the lip pencil back? Anyway, someone can please answer that if you have them. Please let me know because I'm freaking confused. But if not, I guess I can Google it. Anyway, the other things that I purchased from ColourPop, I purchased the ColourPop cream shadow in the color Bronco, which is like the nude shadow, which is actually what I wanted to purchase when I picked up the Wild Nothing collection originally, but it sold out really quickly. I find these to be kind of really sticky on the eyes. I presume it's like what a MAC paint pot would be like, but I've never tried a MAC paint pot, so I'm assuming that it's a dupe for it. But I don't know, you know. But this is really good, and it was like, I want to say it was like 7 Australian dollars with the discount. So I was definitely like, this is amazing. And I do recommend this if you're looking for a cheap eye primer or a cheaper eye primer. This is a really good one. I do actually really like it. And then you can get a range of shades now from these cream shadows. So there's one to suit hopefully everyone, you know? So next up is an order that I purchased that I wasn't planning on purchasing, but I had been eyeing the eyeshadow palette off, but because of the cost of it, I was like, I'm not going to purchase that. But on Black Friday, and even still now, I'm pretty sure, they had 50% off this entire collection, and so the palette came down quite significantly, and I was like, I'm happy to pay that price for it because I do actually really like the look of it. And it is the Lime Crime Greatest Hits eyeshadow. God, I'm not doing well today. And it is the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers eyeshadow palette. Can we talk about the packaging of this palette, by the way? Is that not so pretty with the flowers? I really like it. Some people probably don't like it, but I like it. So this is the palette here. I will do a bit of like a quick review on this palette just because it's really pretty. I've never tried a lime crime eyeshadow before getting this palette, and I haven't done actually no, I've done one look with this and then one half a look with it. And then I changed my mind. Long story. Anyway, the first look I did, I used this shade and this shade right here, and this shade is, I can already tell you this shade is really, really beautiful. It is really, really beautiful on the eye. It's like, not iridescent, but it's like a neon pastel glittery kind of purple shimmer shade. Oh, it's really pretty. And I also got this lime crime like lip remix pack for free. So because I spent like a certain amount of money, and I have used this middle one here, that's what's on my lips right now. I used this in another photo, and I really like this lip formula. I don't know what actual lip formula it is. I think it's a lip glaze. Yeah, well, whatever the lip glazes are for lime crime, they're beautiful. They're very long wearing. It's not like set down, so if I was to like kiss the back of my hand, it would transfer, but it doesn't like budge off the lips, if that kind of makes sense. It's like really quite long wearing and like stays put, particularly because of the fact that it is not a matte finish. And it's super comfortable. Like, it's not drying, it's quite hydrating. It just kind of feels like I have a nice lip balm on my lips. So I really like this lip glaze. I haven't tried the other two yet. They're probably a little bit too bright pink for me, but I'm all for the lip glaze. Last but not least are some shadows that if there was one thing that I picked up, it had to be these, and I didn't care if I got anything else because I really, really, really wanted to try this brand, and it is the Lethal Cosmetics shadows. And I don't know if you guys have heard about Lethal Cosmetics. They are an indie brand from Germany. They're vegan and cruelty free, and the cool thing about their website is that you can go on and create your own eyeshadow palettes. They have this thing called a palette designer. If you create an account, you can basically create all these different eyeshadow palettes that you want, and then you buy them, I guess, is the next step for that. Duh. Anyway, I really, really wanted these, and because it's euros, the currency exchange is freaking ridiculous. So I was only going to purchase these on sale, to be completely honest with you. So I got two 12 pan eyeshadow palettes that I personally designed. So this is the first one, and I will either have a review up before or after this video, I'm not sure, but a review is coming on these particular shadows. So this is the first palette that I designed, and I kind of just, I don't know, I liked the look of it, and it was just the colors and the vibe that I was kind of going for. Side note, this Altitude shade is just like freaking phenomenal and so unique. But yeah, these shadows are so incredible, and they kind of come like a single, you'll see in the review. I'm not going to spoiler it too much. And then this is the second palette that I created myself and purchased. So the first one was like a kind of dark sultry kind of palette, and then this is like my neon colorful like springtime palette, if that kind of makes sense. So that is the end of my haul. That is all of the products that I purchased in my Black Friday sales. If I've got any of the products here that you would like to specifically see a review on, or just maybe like a makeup tutorial on, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to do that for you guys. This was not to brag or anything like that. It was just to kind of showcase some of the products that I picked up and give you guys kind of like little mini reviews on them in case you're considering picking them up yourselves. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, especially to this point. If you are, you are just a absolute legend, and I love you. And I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.